set to explode with her infectious mix of pop, country, blues, and soul. I'm talking about Bari Leigh on the Chris Top program.
The Top, broadcasting worldwide on iHeartRadio and Spreaker.com. My name is Dorkamus Prime, leader of the Dorkobots. I was sent to this tiny planet in hopes of uniting all dorks against the evil Deceptadouche. Dorkobots, roll out.
Portions of the day's programming are reproduced by means of electrical transcriptions or tape recordings.
You can either talk in the Chris Top program.
I am the one and only Chris Top.
You can either talk in the Chris Top program.
Broadcasting live from my lavish studio apartment.
The VCR and the DVD, there was a night of black rap back in 1970. We didn't know about the World War Web was a whole different game being played back when I was a kid. Wanna get down in a cool way, picture yourself on a beautiful day. Big bell bottoms and groove long hair, just walking in style with a portable MP3 player. You can listen to the music on the Chris Top program. You can hear the music on the Chris Top program.
This is the Chris Top program.
You know, maybe it's just me, but I never get tired of hearing our intro. I really don't.
I love our intro.
I do too. I'm the one and only Chris Top, broadcasting live from our lavish studio apartment. Damn it.
Nope.
I thought I was going to get through the whole day.
We're in a house now.
Our lavish home studio,
We've
blah, blah,
been
blah,
in a
yada,
house
yada, yada. I
since
screwed
September.
I screwed it up.
You sure did, Mr. Top.
I did, but
You should
whatever.
stop doing
But see,
radio.
this, I know. I throw it in the towel right now. But hopefully Barry's going to turn the show around for us today, since it got off such a bad start.
You had one job.
I think it's the soda that we're drinking.
It's your brain on soda?
It's not working now because we broke our little thing and we drank soda today.
And now our brain
Still drinking it.
Yep.
Still drinking it. Well, we got to get rid of it all today, though, because tomorrow it's,
How many glasses have you had?
Well, I don't know. I haven't finished one. I just keep refilling it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I need to refill mine before you drink it all.
Oh, it's got to be gone today, though.
Yeah. Or else.
Because we're soda-free again, starting tomorrow.
What happens if there's a drop of soda left and we just...
No, it's not going to be. We're going to finish it today.
Well, what would happen if that did happen?
It won't.
But what in a scenario?
If we still have some left, it's going to go in the sink. Because tomorrow we're back on the right track. That's just how it is. If it magically appeared in the fridge, I'd be tempted, but I'm not going to. I would just pour it out. It'd be done. It'd be done. It'd be gone.
I'm just looking at the facial expression you're doing right now. It's hilarious.
Yeah, because this soda's been really good, but it reminds me why we stopped drinking it.
Why we stopped. Yeah.
And sometimes you need those little reminders. But it's delicious.
It is delicious.
It's really delicious.
It's delicious.
How much do you love the girls at Smoke Show Entertainment so far?
I love them to death.
I do too. Gracia was so much fun to talk to. Mm-hmm. And it felt like she was here and we were just hanging out.
We were just chilling like
We were
villains.
just chilling like villains.
We're doing that again.
Having a convo.
Hey, convo. These convos be like...
Jezebel was good. I can't wait to hear her other stuff.
Yeah.
I'm super excited about that. I am.
I'm ready and rowdy and stuff.
It's going to be fun to hear Gracia and Julie both perform live, I think. Because we're going to be sitting there at the CMA Fest. They're going to be sitting at the table with the guitars, playing for us. And I always feel super special when people do that. When they play for us in those little intimate settings.
Yeah.
It's just fun. Julie's listening, so we got to keep it.
We got to keep it
on the up and up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On the up and up. On the flippity flop.
Yeah, we got to be careful.
Keep
what
it on
we
the flippity flop
because I know how she is.
Yeah, she's like,
we got to be careful.
Got her nose in the air.
Yeah, I mean it's kind of scary.
I'm scared.
Yeah, I would be.
We should be.
Yeah,
we should be scared.
I guess I don't know. Okay, so we got Bari Leigh that's coming up. We got 2 songs that we're going to play, and I'll wait and explain this, I guess, when we get her on. But I usually put them in order of my favorite to my least favorite. Mm-hmm. But I couldn't really choose between the 2 because they're just both good.
So we'll just put them on.
Yeah, so we're just going to play them.
Yeah.
But it's 2 songs, Never Come Back and Was She Pretty? And I like them both, and I think I like them both for different reasons. So I couldn't really pick one that was my favorite. So we're
just going to play them and we're going to dance.
We'll play them both at the same time. That way.
That's a disaster.
Okay.
If you want angry eyebrows from Julie, then go ahead and play 2 songs at once.
It's not worth it.
It's
not worth it. Bari Leigh coming up next on the Chris Top program. But I do want to say real quick, we love Magnolia Emporium because if it wasn't for them, the UWABA Awards wouldn't be near as cool. And we really do appreciate them being the sponsor. And more importantly, just Randy being our friend.
Yeah, handy Randy.
Yeah, because we love Randy to death. Magnolia Emporium, a proud sponsor of the 2016 WABA Awards at legendary BB King's downtown Nashville, Tennessee. The Chris Top program, working on being awesome worldwide with a little help from Magnolia Emporium and BB King's. Go! 4 days out of the year, June 9th through the 12th, talented dorks of the world meet under one roof at BB King's Blues Club, Nashville, Tennessee. After 3 days of interviews, the Chris Top program, Magnolia Emporium, and BB King's Blues Club, Nashville, will bring you the WABA Awards 2016.
2 full hours of laughs, tears, triumph, and loss. Many of your favorite artists will be performing live.
This entire event is free to the public.
Everyone is encouraged to show up live and in person and listen to each live broadcast.
Feel free to get a picture on the red carpet with your favorite artist. You are all invited free of charge to the WABA Awards too. Remember, the event will not cost anyone a dime, but we are encouraged to buy food and drinks at BB King's, and don't forget to tip your server.
Some lucky listeners will win free food vouchers while attending the awards ceremony. Some will even get a sweet treat from Hey Sugar Shop and leave smitten. Keep checking this page along with Facebook for the most current details.
We want to thank everybody for taking the rocky road to working on being awesome with us. June 12th, 2016, a handful of the world's most talented will walk away with a WABA Award.
This has been a Chris Top production.
You can either talk in the Chris Top program.
Mr. Pop.
Take it from the top.
You are absolutely, positively, 100% for sure in the right place. This is the Chris Top program, and we do not, nor will we ever take any of you for granted because there's a million other things you could be doing, but you chose to listen to us. That sounded scripted, didn't it?
That did.
It really did. I've said it so many times.
Stop that.
I've said it so many times, but I mean it.
Yeah.
It doesn't take away. Yeah.
That's just our saying.
I know. So, Bari, how are you doing today?
I could not be any better if I tried.
Well, good. We didn't ruin your plans for St. Patrick's Day, did we?
No, this was my plan.
Good.
Yeah.
Good. Are you wearing green?
I'm actually wearing a green beanie because I felt like I had to.
Good. I have a green shirt
I
on.
even took a picture of it, but in my picture it looks black, so it did no good.
Well, we've been so excited, and we were telling Gracia that, we plan this stuff like a month in advance just to kind of work it up a little bit, but then that gives you a month just to I want to talk to Bari. What,
Right.
Now
just
what?
needs to hurry up and get
To
here.
think about it.
But it's so good to hear you and talk to you, and we're just so impressed with the talent that's at Smoke Show, and not just the talent, but I mean just the attitudes and the role models that you guys are.
Yeah, I think Julie is really good at handpicking women people in general, now women, that are just very strong and very... we like to be role models. We don't want to just be the girl in the short shorts with the blonde hair and the glitter. You know, like, we want to be role models to young women who are up and coming, who are whatever they want to do, whether they want to be mechanics or want to work at McDonald's or be musicians. We just want to empower them. Yeah, and that's just, and that's Julie the way, has given that to us, and she's given us a platform to do that. So we are grateful to her.
Sure, and it's nice to see somebody that takes that responsibility seriously.
Very serious.
Because the nurses and the mechanics, they're not on, out there in the public eye all the time, but people in your profession are, so you have that chance.
Yeah. Exactly. And it's every job is a big job, and it's important. Sure. And we just happen to have a job where we're in the limelight, so we have to shine light on the people who don't necessarily get light shine on them all the time.
Absolutely. I want to welcome Ruza to the chat. She just hopped in there. We've got several people listening on the ChrisCottProgram.com. And if you want to leave any questions or comments, feel free to do that in the chat. And we'll pass those along to Miss Bari Leigh. And we'll kind of go from there. It'll be fun. I love it when people interject because you never know what they're going to say or what they're going to ask.
My mom always said that the Chris Talk program was like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're going to get.
Would you just stop?
Well, I have to tell you, if my family and friends jump in, it's going to get real embarrassing real quick.
Is it going to get rowdy?
Just be prepared.
Is it going to get... Are you the one that posted the rowdy post?
Yep. My name is Poncho Rainmaker on Facebook for 60
I know. I was going to ask you about that.
Prank.
Poncho Rainmaker.
I was like, yodel, Gracia, yodel. She wouldn't do it.
Oh, that's funny. That's funny because I saw that when I first met Julie. I was like, "Who's this Poncho Rainmaker person?"
Freak, yeah.
That's just crazy. That's crazy.
I know. It's like the most embarrassing thing, and I can't change it for like the amount of time.
60 days.
Yeah, it's so embarrassing.
Yeah, I know that because I changed mine not too long ago, and yesterday I was finally able to put it back. I was like, yes, thank goodness, because I don't want to confuse people.
Yeah, you don't want to confuse people, but then at the same time, I'm getting more fans on Facebook because of it. So I'm like,
so maybe you should just leave it there.
Could be worse, yeah.
Yeah, you should just leave it alone and just go with that.
And that's kind of what I'm doing. I'm like, it was an accident, but it's
working for you,
And Poncho Rainmaker, that was my name on Snapchat for like the half a day I had it.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it could be worse.
I saw something that you posted one time. I can't remember where it was at because I've been stalking you.
Oh, God.
It said it said something like Bari Leigh, not Barry White, or something like that.
Yeah, that's my Instagram because every single time I meet someone, usually it's a guy. Like when they're trying to flirt with me, they're like, "Oh, like Barry White," and I'm always like, "No, not like Barry White."
No, you idiot.
How often does that happen to you? Like
what? Do I seem like Barry White? No.
Your first name.
Well, I mean, do you go out and hang out with the girls? Do you go out and hang out with the girls a lot? I mean, is it kind of intimidating? I think probably for the guys when they approach you.
Do I hang out with the girls, like the smoke show girls, or just?
Well, just your girlfriends in general. You go out and then.
Oh yeah, like I am such a. Well, usually I hang out with guys because I'm a tomboy. I mean, my dad wanted a boy first, and so I got the brunt of it. And he was like, "You're gonna play sports, and you're gonna be good at them because I'm gonna coach you." So I was like such a guy's girl, and now when I go out, I'm always like. I act like a guy, I guess. So I'm always drawn to guys when I go out, not in like a, hey guy, what's up? But like I just want to be friends with you way.
Yeah, right.
So it ends up where like they're flirting with me and I don't get it and it's just awkward.
So you're like the perfect companion for the guys because it's like she's really pretty and we can watch the game.
Exactly. We can watch the game, and then my girlfriends don't have to feel threatened at all because they know that I'm not going to bring the guy home.
Right.
Or if I do, I'm going to like sit there and be like drinking his beer while my friend is hooking up with him. So it works out.
So your life, the direction that it's going in, and music being so important to you.
Yes.
When you wake up in the morning, your alarm clock goes off. You hit the snooze maybe once or twice. What's the first thing you think about?
6 times.
Or 20 times. What's the first thing you think about when you wake up in the morning?
It's always music. I literally have something. My friend got me this poster that says, "Music is not what I do; it's who I am," and it's right across from me when I wake up in the morning. So it's the first thing I see. And I too have music coming out, so I am literally thinking about it nonstop between like how we're gonna produce the music. Gracia and I are using the same producer, and he's amazing. He is probably the most brilliant human on the earth.
Oh wow! And, who is he? Where's he from?
His name is Ryan Rossabo, and I think he's from Illinois. Actually, I could be wrong, and I think I am wrong, but he's so brilliant. He's been here for I think at least 18 years. He's been doing this for 18 years. And he's so good at going from Gracia's like beachy pop country to my southern rock, like gritty country. He's amazing. And he's so good at making each song sound different and sound like the artist. So I am always thinking about my sound. I'm always thinking about the album cover, the inside cover, the back cover, like how's my hair gonna look? Should I tan? It's always on my mind, and it's almost impossible to talk to people while I'm going through this process because that's all I think about.
It's like, is that all Bari ever thinks about? Is their music?
Like,
can we just talk about politics for 5 minutes?
I want to talk about it.
Yeah. Now, I've got 2 songs today, Never Come Back and Was She Pretty. Now, are these newer songs or are these older songs?
So those are from my last album, and my last album I produced. I worked on it with a friend of mine who was like, let's just get in the studio and see what happens. And
you produced these yourself?
Yeah.
Really?
That was just kind of a happy accident. And
oh my God, I would have never guessed that. I mean, I'm not saying you couldn't do it, but I mean, most people that do that.
What I'm saying is, like, I think of music all day long, and my brain is always in like producer mode. So to have someone that I can kind of pass the torch to is like the greatest gift in the world.
You've got a knack for that too, then.
Thank you. It's really fun. Like, that's my goal someday, is to be able to produce other people. But for right now, I'm just like working on myself and trying to get this EP out and have it be as awesome as I think it's going to be and hope it's going to be.
Well, how cool is that? Because you not only have the performance thing down, and you know where you could actually sing your own music. I mean, do you write your own stuff too?
I do. I write all my own music, and I tour all year.
So you
and it's
write
cool because I get to play music that I write. So it's fun.
You write, you perform, and you can produce. That's pretty cool. That's really cool.
So much.
Yeah, so I mean,
so boss.
If you could choose, or if you had to choose between, say, the 3, producing, writing, or performing, what do you think you would lean toward?
Well, see, this is a difficult question because my roommate and I bought a taser the other day.
Nice.
Random, but we bought tasers the other day, and I was like, if somebody slit my throat, which is really gross,
right?
And that I brought it up, but if somebody slit my throat and I could never sing again, at least I could write.
Yeah.
And I just keep thinking, like, thank God I have that talent. But then if somebody, like, if I had brain damage or something and I could never write again, maybe I could sing, hopefully. I don't know. Like, if there was something, like, at least I could choose from one of them.
Sure.
Well, if I had brain damage, I probably couldn't do any of those, but hopefully I could pick from one of them.
I've never went this avenue.
That was the grimmest thing I've ever heard said on the Christoph program.
I'm thinking it as I'm saying it.
So no matter what, your life is going to involve music in one way or another.
That's the thing. It's like, if I could never sing again, at least I could write. At least I could produce. At least I could, go on the road with someone else and maybe manage another band, because I've done that before. Like, I'm always involved in music. So there's that.
Yeah, and that's what it takes, I think, a lot of times, too, especially when you're starting out. You have to do a little bit of everything.
Yeah, and I mean, I've been writing since I was 7, so that's something that comes very natural to me. And it's something, my grandmother was a writer. She performed in Carnegie Hall when she was 11. It's just in my blood.
Yeah, that's cool. So you get it from your grandmother? Are your parents the same way?
Yeah, she was a blues singer, which I think is so much cooler than what I do. Because she was like, Delta blues. I mean, just really had the pipes.
Now, if it wasn't country music, what would you be singing?
If I couldn't sing, I'd do like Southern rock, which is like a mix of rock, country, Delta blues, gospel. It's kind of like a mix of everything. But if it wasn't that, I would love to be a gospel singer. I'm just not cool enough. Unfortunately. But I love it. Like, I sit in my car and listen to gospel all day. And I don't know if you guys have heard of Anderson East.
No, I haven't.
No.
He's like, I guess maybe he's really cool in Nashville. I don't know if he's cool outside of Nashville. He's from Alabama, but he's really cool here. And he has gospel singers in pretty much every song that he puts out, and they're just incredible. And I'm like, I want to be a gospel singer in the background of one of his songs. That's all I want.
How cool would that be? Would you fangirl?
I would. Oh my gosh. I was just thinking about, like, he's always hanging out in East Nashville, and I was driving in East Nashville, and I thought I saw him and almost crashed my car.
Oh, gosh.
But then I had my dog in my car, so I had to choose. Crash my car or save
dog or
yeah. And I had to save my dog because I literally almost crashed my car.
Well, that's good. Now, it's like my mom used to do. Like, whenever she'd throw her brakes on, her hand would always, like, fly over and just nail me in the chest.
Well, my dog is 5 pounds, so he fell in between the door and my seat.
Oh.
It was really sad.
Oh.
He's so tiny.
Oh, my goodness. I'm sure you took him out for a little doggy treat or something.
Oh, yeah.
Afterwards.
He got ice cream. He got doggy. Because they have that in Nashville, too, apparently.
they have ice cream for dogs?
They have a whole ice cream shop for dogs in Nashville.
Oh, how cute is that?
Well,
Is it only dogs
before I had
allowed?
the dog, I was like the creepy girl who would like hang out there and like play with dogs. So I had to get a dog so I wasn't as creepy.
Now, Ruza says in the chat, she says, I can definitely relate with you, Barry. Music is just everything for me.
I don't know why I'm not seeing that, but this person is amazing.
Now, there's a chat on the ChrisTopProgram.com.
I don't know why.
And there's also one on Spreaker. So there's actually a couple that are available for people. We try to stick to the website.
I see Julie's comments, but that's it.
Yeah, and that's on the Spreaker site. But if you go to the ChrisTopProgram.com, you'll see the chat box that we try to steer everybody to.
Maybe that's
where all the cool
because I
people
want to
go.
see her comments. She sounds awesome.
Yeah. Now, I do want to get to your music because this time it tends to fly by sometimes. And then we just like, we didn't play the music, time to go. So we don't want to do that. I want to start, and I try to put the songs in order of how I like them, but I couldn't do that with you, and it irritates me because I like them both, and I can't play them both at the same time. So we're going to start with Never Come Back. And I like them both, but I just like them both for different reasons, I guess, because they're different.
They're so different.
Yeah.
I totally get that.
Yeah, so...
That's why I wanted to give you both, because they're so different, so if you don't like the first one, there's a chance to like the second one.
No, but I love them both. It's just they're just different songs, and I like that, and it makes it even cooler for me knowing that you produced it yourself. That adds a whole new level to it for me.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, and now Never Come Back, where did that come from?
That actually, the guy that I produced it with, he came from a really small town called Bolivar, Tennessee. Mm-hmm. And in that town, there's one little church where they don't allow music in church. Mm-hmm. And he's such his whole family, they come from a musical family, and they would play music in their garage because they were hiding their musical talent. And I just couldn't imagine not being able to perform or not being able to do the one thing that I love more than anything in the world.
Sure.
So I kind of wrote the song about being from this town and kind of hiding my gift and hiding the fact that I love music. And it's Daddy, Can You Hear Them Calling? I want to go out and play. Preacher ain't gonna do nothing, said the devil is on his way. And it's like basically the preacher's telling me that if I perform and I play music, the devil's coming for me. And I don't know if you ever saw the movie Crossroads.
I thought you were going to bring up Footloose.
I was about to say the same thing. This kind of has like a Footloose theme to it.
Yeah, it's kind of like Footloose. It's the movie Crossroads had Ralph Macchio in it, and he follows this older man, and they end up like basically it's like the story of Robert Johnson where he sold his soul to the devil in order to play guitar, and they meet at the crossroads, and so it kind of has that vibe to it, and I'm just inspired by everything, so you'll hear that.
Yeah, absolutely love the song, and it makes me, when I hear your stuff, your older stuff, it makes me really excited to hear the new stuff to see where you're going to go with it. Okay, so this is called Never Come Back, Bari Leigh on the Chris Top Program.
the thunder don't go.
Train on a one-way track, the fire so red and I'm not so black. Sounding blood, y'all lost contract. Cause if you leave, you can never come back. Try to cut my way out, but the photo got my soul. Hold on, yeah. Took whiskey over wine, I dropped that line. Here at the crossroad, I stand alone. I stand alone. I stand alone, 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 alone. Can never come back. If you leave, can never come back. Oh, can never come back. Oh, Lord, never come back. Can never come back.
Okay, I got to say this right off the bat. Bari is so deceiving because you talk to her, and it's like you put me in mind of, and this is a compliment, you put me in mind of like Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Ooh, I love that.
Yeah, because it's like
I just started watching that show.
it's like you're all bubbly and pretty and blonde and everything, and then
you're like, "Ah!"
and then nobody knows it, but you're like this superhero that can kick ass, and that's kind of what comes across in the music. Because when I first hear it out, I'm like, this isn't Bari Leigh. This isn't the girl I'm talking to.
That's the best compliment I've ever gotten in my entire life, I have to say.
You're like Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
It's so cool, though. I mean, it's like she's so easy to talk to, easy to connect with, easy to get along with. And then you hear her music, and it's like, if I'd heard that first, I'd have been a little intimidated.
Oh, good.
You know? But I mean, I've heard it a few times. I have heard it
It's
before.
like, good, you should be.
But I'm just saying, that's just the way I think it's going to work with people, and it's so cool.
Well, that's funny because my next EP is called Honey and Gravel. Because when you meet me, I'm like, I'm bubbly and I'm nice and like I'll help you carry your groceries into your house, whatever. But then, you know, if you mess with me or my friends, like I know how to break a bottle and
go to town.
Yeah, I don't play.
So I think Ruza might have a girl crush on you.
I love this girl. She's so sweet. I'm actually from Darnestown, Maryland, a tiny little town in Maryland.
Mm-hmm. Oh, she asked you where you were from.
Yeah, she asked me where I'm from, and it's a town where we're basically raised on Southern rock and blues, and, you know, music is such a big deal where I'm from. Mm-hmm. And I started in a punk band, which was, like, what everybody in my area starts in a punk band when you're 13. So
did you have the big hair?
A punk band and evolved.
Did you have the big hair when you were in the punk band?
I didn't have the big hair. I was wearing, like, Gwen Stefani's. Like, do you remember how she dressed when she was in No Doubt?
Yep, I do.
That was my look.
That's funny. Do you have any of those old recordings that we could watch? Or
oh, totally. I have my album somewhere. We had like a little demo, and we would crowd surf, and like we would start riots.
Dude, you got to like totally send me those links and that
I need
stuff.
to put that online somewhere so people can hear it. It was so awful.
Yeah, you got to have a Throwback Thursday and
yes, Throwback Thursday.
And I had black hair.
No.
I looked just like my mom. It was crazy.
That's funny. That is great. But that's what got you started, and you started pursuing it with that. And then, so why did you leave that and sort of start leaning toward country?
You know what? I couldn't really sing. That's the honest truth. I could play instruments, but I couldn't sing.
Yeah.
And I love to write. And my best friend, Justin, I've known him since I was 2. And he played drums, and I played guitar. And I've moved around my entire life. We were in Maryland when I was born, and then we moved to California. And I moved back from California to Maryland. And he was like, "Do you want to start a band?" And yes, it was always my answer when anybody asked that question. So we started a punk band, and then we found a bassist and a better lead guitarist than me. And it kind of took off from there, and we ended up breaking up, as all good punk bands do. And I decided I was going to just kind of do the acoustic thing, and I just wanted to really focus on writing, and I didn't think I could make a career of it because I didn't think I was good enough. And, like real artists have to hate themselves for a good amount of time before they realize they can actually do it for a living. So I did that for about 6 years. And then when I turned 18 or 19, I was like, you know what, I'm going to give this a shot. And I dropped out of college and decided to move to California again. And I was on Entertainment Tonight out there.
Oh, how cool was that?
That was the coolest thing ever because I'd never done anything like that, and it was all the attention was on me, and I got super nervous. So I was like sweating the whole time and freaking out, and I needed some whiskey, of course, because I had to relax. And they did like a whole interview and everything. It was like just about me, and then they filmed my band. My band was horrible, so they cut that part out, which was good. But they did my interview, and they were like, just like Taylor Swift and Carrie Underwood. And I was like, I am nothing like those women.
That's great.
So I have pretty much been trying to prove them wrong since.
I think those are from the eyes of somebody in California, right?
Yeah, exactly. And the guy who does the music for Entertainment Tonight is like, you are nothing like Taylor Swift. You're nothing like Carrie Underwood. Yeah. You are more like, gritty, or you're rock. You're like Bonnie Raitt. You should be in Nashville. So he called up a few friends in Nashville, and he was like, okay, I have a girl who belongs in Nashville. She said she would move there if you'll meet with her. And that was it.
That was it.
And
that's the story.
Be in California. I'm a surfer, so for me to leave California, that was pretty hard because of the surfing aspect. But other than that, I was so happy to get out of there.
Which is proof that you love what you do.
Yeah.
You're willing to give up surfing to sing.
Yeah. No waves in Nashville.
But you can always go back. Yeah, you can always go back and surf.
Yeah, I definitely visit a lot, and I go to Florida, and I think Julie Gracia and I are going to go to Florida at the end of the month.
Oh,
so
okay.
They're going to come swing me. I can't talk today. I guess I'm just so excited to talk to you guys that I can't talk. But they're going to suit me up in Nashville, and then they're going to bring me to Florida, and we're going to go surfing and take pictures and have a good time.
Oh, how much fun is that going to be? What part of Florida are you going to?
I think we're going to Destin, I'm pretty sure.
Okay, and I think that's where they went last time.
Pictures, so I'm pretty sure that's what the plan is. And then they're like, we'll get some beachy pictures of you. And I said, to be honest, like with my sound, you could take pictures of me in a parking lot, and I think we'll do better.
Well, you guys are going to have a blast.
In a shopping cart.
How close are you guys? I mean, I know Julie's your manager, right?
She is. She's my manager and my mentor, and she's just such a good person that I just feel so connected to her. She's like family already.
And I think that's important.
Super long, but I adore her.
And that's important, I think, when you're in a relationship like you're in. You've got to be able to trust your manager.
Trust yeah.
Yeah, so that's good. And you guys seem like you're a really close-knit kind of family.
definitely. And Gracia, I haven't really known very long. We haven't talked a lot, so I'm kind of just getting to know her. So I think this trip will be really fun.
Oh, me and Gracia are tight. So if I need to put in a good word for you.
Good. Yeah, I heard that. I was listening to the interview and I was like, man, it's going to be hard to follow that one. We sound like best friends.
No, you're doing great. We absolutely love you to death too.
Good.
I was a little
wait to meet you
scared.
guys.
I was a little scared because it's just all these talented women that are beautiful. They're going to be on the show, and then I'm like,
and here we are just being dorks. Like
I know.
I love it.
I know. I don't know what to do.
No, I was promoting the show, and I was just like, man, I hope it's not overkill. I hope they don't hate me after this.
No, it was great. It was great. Every time you posted something, I was like, yay. It's Bari. She does like us.
Good.
She likes us a little bit.
Yes, I was so excited.
Okay, I'm going to ask you.
Radio, so I'm like, yeah.
I'm going to ask you a really difficult question.
Uh-oh. Oh, good.
Okay. So, if you could have any superhero power, what would it be?
Oh my gosh, I was thinking about this the other day. That's so funny you're asking. It would definitely be invisibility.
Now, is that a perverted thing?
Mostly,
Chris.
But the other reason,
The
other reason is because there are so many times where I'm in like really awkward situations that I just like I don't know what to say or do that I wish I could just be invisible and get out of there.
So you just do what Allie does. She just goes with it.
I just embrace my awkward.
I wish I had that power to just go with it because I'm really awkward.
She totally does. Too.
I'm the queen of awkward.
I'm pretty awkward myself, but sometimes she makes me feel uncomfortable.
And all I have to really do is just stand there. I don't have to say anything. I don't really have to do anything. I'll just stand there.
See, I'm going to steal that and change my answer to super strength because that would be awesome too. So I'm just going to stand there and own it and
right. Just own it, and then if somebody tries to mess with you, then you'll just kick them around a little bit.
Being awkward like a boss.
That should be a T-shirt.
Cool,
what, being awkward like a boss?
Yeah.
Awkward like a boss. I literally had a guy I was dating tell me that I am so awkward he doesn't know how to like handle certain situations with me.
Oh my goodness. So
yeah, I'm that awkward.
So would you consider yourself like a full-blown dork kind of?
Yeah, totally.
Okay,
like
I'm sweet.
I freak out over like comic book movies when they come out. I'm not like oh my god, I can't wait to see the like Daredevil's coming out. Yeah, like it's not like that. It's like oh my god, I read that and I hope they do it from this universe and not that universe.
Oh,
and,
see, like, you just made every guy that listens to this show fall in love with you. Just then.
My mom told me it's not a good thing, and I shouldn't admit that on air. But
no, it's great.
No, you should admit that because that makes me excited.
She just gave hope to every dork in the world.
Right.
Oh
I
can't even tell you when I knew Deadpool was coming out. I was like, I love him. He breaks the fourth wall, and my mom was like, "You know that? Like, why do you know that?"
What's your
Suicide Squad is like that is. Just
oh man, I can't wait.
Who doesn't love a bad guy? And then
I can't wait.
Full of bad guys?
Exactly.
Who are you most excited about as far as the bad guys go?
Well, Harley Quinn was like my idol.
That's what I thought.
Up.
Yeah,
I'm excited for Joker.
Well, Joker's always great because he's different in every universe, and in this one, I don't know how he's going to be.
You should totally do Harley Quinn for Halloween.
Cosplay. Yeah.
I was thinking about it because now I'm like super blonde. This is the most blonde I've ever been in my life, so I can really pull it off.
Now, what do you think about the new Batman versus Superman?
Yeah, I was going to
movie?
ask that. Are you excited for that?
Okay, the fact that people are even questioning Ben Affleck drives me crazy.
Yeah.
He is going to be amazing.
Okay.
He is super hot, and I think he's a great actor, and everybody needs to get off his back because he's going to be an awesome Batman.
Well, I'm sorry. I've been questioning him because I liked the other Batman better, and I don't want there to be anybody else.
Well, everybody loves Christian Bale because he was like the
and he's got to live up to that. Batman. I mean, he's got to compete with that. And that's not fair.
Christian Bale's such a can I say dick on the internet?
Sure.
Christian Bale's such a dick.
Why is he a dick on the internet? I haven't seen like what he posts.
No. Can she say dick on the internet?
In general.
Yeah.
I mean, like I've seen all these.
I thought like
he was videos of him being mean to people. So I feel
learned something new today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I don't want mean people to be Batman.
So I mean, who are you rooting for? I mean, we all know what's really going to happen toward the end. They're going to, start the Justice League and all that.
But up and become best friends and probably get their nails done together. But
who are you rooting
feel like
for?
Superman's going to end up saving the day.
You think so?
I think so, just because everybody wants. Yeah, this okay. Is it Ruza or how do you pronounce this?
Ruza.
Ruza. Mm-hmm. I know. I feel like she's mad at me now because I said this on the internet. But I'm inappropriate and awkward. We've gone over this. I know. But, yeah, everybody wants the good guy to win, like secretly deep down. Mm-hmm. But I'm one of those who secretly wants the bad guy to win.
Yeah, sometimes.
It depends on the bad guy.
I feel like this Batman is the dark Batman, so I want the dark Batman to win.
It depends on the emotional connection that you have with the characters.
Yeah. Sometimes they make the villains more connectable, I guess, than the heroes, and that's weird.
That's why I love Harley Quinn, because she's so, like, the reason she's crazy is because she's crazy, and also because she's, like, super in love with the Joker, and she would do anything for love, and she also has psychological issues, and she's a great gymnast. Which is,
and that story goes way back. I mean, people that...
and she keeps falling for it over and over again, and, like, Poison Ivy is like, girl, stop.
I mean, it's kind of like the Bram Stoker's Dracula kind of thing, where, even though he's evil to the core, you still relate to the love.
Like, we were watching that. Story. And I was like, dude, this Dracula dude is like crazy evil, but yet I still kind of like him.
And that's cool. That's cool that we can relate to that. So now this isn't a comic book show, so we gotta move on.
I know. I feel like such a loser.
No, this is great.
No,
this is fun.
Is great.
This is fun.
I was telling Julie, I was like, I feel like I'm gonna just totally bomb this after Gracia nailed this interview, and she's like, "No, you'll be fine." And now,
now this is the good stuff, because people, when people
want to hear,
want to know about your music, they're going to go to your website, your Twitter, and Smoke Show and that stuff. But this stuff, they're not going to be able to find that easy.
Yeah, that's very true.
Yes, so that's what we feel like our job is.
On my Instagram, and you see all my comic book shirts.
We need to check that out.
We need to hook it up because I got some comic book shirts too.
Yeah, we got to stalk Barry a little bit more and look at some of her pictures.
We'll do like Sisterhood of the Traveling.
There we go. Sisterhood of the Traveling comic book shirt.
Okay, now we've got another song ready to go, and this one's called "Was She Pretty?"
Yes.
Now, what's this about?
This one is about somebody very close to me. It's somebody, it's actually about two people that are part of my family. That one of them is just the love of my life, and she means the world to me. And she was cheated on multiple times by someone else that means the world to me. And, I was just thinking about if I were in that situation, which, I've been cheated on. Everybody, I think most people have been cheated on. But, the first question that would come to my head is, like, what did the other person look like? And in this particular situation, there were a few people. So, I guess I don't know if it makes me vain, but for me, like, when I was cheated on, the first question, what did she look like? Where can I find her Facebook? It's
relatable.
Did she have blue eyes? Because I have brown eyes, and I always wanted blue eyes. So, that it's so stupid and it's so vain, but it's really where, like, that's the first place your mind goes.
It's real. It's real, though.
It's real. Yeah. And I wrote it with this girl, Mamie Lou Gardner, who lives out here. And she had been cheated on as well. And we were just sitting there talking about how much it sucks to be cheated on. And the girl that the person that she was with, that other girl had blue eyes as well. And we were like, wow, that's kind of weird. It's a weird coincidence. We should write about this. So there we go.
It's good therapy for you to write about this stuff.
And I usually don't like to give energy to things that aren't good and that I don't want in my life, but at the same time, it like got it out of our systems, and we didn't really think about it again, so it was good.
Yeah, well, I mean,
I wrote it for someone, but then it kind of ended up being for us.
Yeah, but I mean, you're sort of giving to other people that are going through it too, so it's
exactly. I feel like other people can say that they've experienced this.
Yeah, it's not wasted energy by any means. I mean, you did a great thing. And it takes a lot of guts, too, to lay things out on the line like that.
Definitely, and it's very specific. So I feel like people know, like she definitely went through that.
All right, so we're gonna play it, and then we'll come back and we'll talk a little bit more. But I gotta get off in time so we can talk to Julie.
Yeah, shut up, Chris.
I know.
Yeah, I feel like it's me. I'm sorry. I keep talking.
No, well, that's what you're supposed to do.
Well, you guys, once you get with Julie, you won't shut up either because she is like brilliant. So you're just gonna want to keep talking to her.
So we're just gonna be quiet and let her go then.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're gonna want to.
We might need a break, so we'll just be like, "All right, Julie, you got it. We're gonna shut up." Yeah. All right. So, Was She Pretty? Bari Leigh, Chris Top Program.
Just tell the truth. I won't ask again. I saw when you walked in, she wasn't a friend. You looked away, thought I couldn't tell. I bet you've been throwing panties down another's well. Just tell me, was she pretty? Were her eyes so blue she made you untrue last night? Did she smile and call you witty? Baby, did I ever cross your mind? It hurts to know, but you have to tell how I never came to put you under a spell. Did you dim the lights? Did you hold her hand? Or was voodoo to blame? Or are you just a foolish man? Just tell me, was she pretty? Were her eyes so blue she made you untrue last night? Did she smile and show you pity? Baby, did I ever cross your mind? Was there something that I should have done? Or were you looking just to have a little fun? But come on, tell me she was pretty, with eyes so blue that you weren't true last night. Oh, when she smiled and called you witty, tell me that I never crossed your mind. Baby, did I ever cross your mind?
Was She Pretty? Bari Leigh on the show today. I've had such a good time talking to you, and I feel like we could just keep going on and on and on.
I know.
Yeah,
This
but
is
then that's
awesome.
going to hack Julie off if I do that. So I
I
can't.
know. We can't do that. She's the boss.
Can't
lady.
do that. So we've got new music coming out.
Yeah.
And when is it coming out?
It is coming out. Well, I can't give you guys like an actual date because then where's the fun in that? But
Yeah, give us an
I'm
ish
recording
date.
it at the end of this month.
Gotcha.
So it's very soon. It's coming out this summer. I can say
So
that.
you'll have it by the time you see us at the CMA Fest?
That's
maybe?
what we're counting on. We're
Okay.
hoping.
Okay.
It's definitely a summer album. It is so much fun. There's drinking songs on there. We have
Okay.
songs that are so my personality. It's ridiculous. Like if Trouble's to the left and there's a field of dandelions and butterflies to the right, I'm gonna grab my taser and go to the left. 'Cause it's my whole life. I've just found a way of getting into trouble. So this album is for people like me. It's for the rebels. It's for the people who don't mind getting their hands dirty. And I'm just so excited that this album it's 100% me. The last album was a little bit darker. I was kind of going through like a darker period, and this album is just super fun, and I'm really excited to say that.
Well, good. I'm excited to even think about it. So, and we talked to Gracia, and she's going to like sneak us a couple of songs before it comes out.
You're going to die when you hear her song. It is so fun.
Well, I was going to ask you the same thing. Can you do that, or can you get away with that?
Oh, totally. Yeah, as soon as I get anything.
Nice.
Sweet.
Nice. So we'll be like
You
rocking
guys are
out to
my
this music.
people.
Nice. I think we're in the loop with Barry.
You're totally in the loop.
Nice.
Julie she just like raves about you guys all the time, so I'm pretty sure she'll allow that.
Ooh, so I did trick her.
You tricked her,
Playing mind
yes.
games.
I tricked her good.
Little does she know.
Oh, I got to ask you at least one more thing before we go. Do you ever cook? Can you cook at all, or?
Okay, not only do I cook, my mom's listening, so she's probably cracking up right now. I am the cockiest cook you will ever find. When I'm in the kitchen, I'm like, get out of my kitchen, you're gonna ruin everything. Like, normally I'm like super sweet and bubbly, and I'm like, yeah, let's cook together, everything's there. But no, we're not cooking together because you're gonna ruin my food.
I will never cook with you then, because all I can cook is like ramen.
Oh my gosh, I would love to cook for you guys. I love cooking.
Well, see, I didn't have to ask her. She just said it right off the bat. So
Totally. Yeah. If we're ever in person together, I'm cooking for you guys. It's going to happen.
This is recorded. You know that.
Yeah, so...
This is recorded. You've
evidence.
proved it's going to happen.
Oh, man,
and
I'm
if you
excited.
don't like it, I will be really sad because I take it very
Devastating. Yeah. Normally I ask for backstage passes, but if you're going to cook for us, I'll just stop right there.
Oh, yeah. You'll get food and backstage passes. I'll cook.
Life
and
is
then
good.
You can bring it backstage.
Life is good.
It's paradise.
What's your specialty?
Actually, Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving food is my specialty.
Oh my gosh! So
I
you're
make
talking
a
the
mean
the turkey, the stuffing, the mashed
Turkey
potatoes.
is like the greatest thing that I make, and I will brag about it until the day I die. There will be a turkey on my grave.
Every guy in the world right now is looking for your phone number.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah,
I don't know what.
You
I
love
literally
comic
stuff
books
it with fruit. Like I am all about turkey.
You love comic books. You can cook. You can sit down and watch the ball game with the guys.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, I mean it's over. It's done.
It's except for I'm single. So what's happening?
I don't know, but not for long. Probably after they hear the show. I'm just saying. So okay. So how do I tweet with you?
So if you tweet Bari Leigh Music, you will find me there. If you're on Facebook and go to @Bari Leigh Music, you can find me there. On Instagram, it's Bari Leigh Music. I'm trying to think of anywhere it wouldn't be. To be honest, on YouTube, there's 2 YouTubes, and I cannot remember which one is mine. It's either Bari Leigh Music or Bari Leigh, but I think it's Bari Leigh Music.
Not Barry White.
Or Poncho Rainmaker.
Or Poncho Rainmaker. Oh my gosh, that's my personal page. So if you want to be friends with me personally, it's Poncho Rainmaker.
You should never change that.
Please don't change it.
You should never change it. It's fine.
I don't think I'm gonna, just because it's like it's getting me more fans, so it's working.
That's great.
Yeah.
Now, if somebody wants to come see you perform live, is there a schedule up somewhere for that?
Yeah, so if you go to my Facebook, Bari Leigh Music, there's a little events tab, and that has all of my shows listed there.
Okay.
So we keep adding to that pretty much every day, so just keep looking out. Hopefully I'll be at a town near you, and I play near Clarksville a lot and in Clarksville a lot, so hopefully I'll see you guys soon.
Yeah, let us know for sure, and if you give us enough notice, we'll be there for sure.
Yeah, that would be awesome. I would love to see you guys and let you hear me play and get you guys on stage.
Maybe you could dedicate a song to us or something.
My private Facebook is B.Leezy. So it's Leigghzy.
Okay.
Sure, that's what it is. But it could have changed now that I'm Poncho Rainmaker. Who knows?
You're just going in every direction right now.
Facebook games we play.
Well, okay, so
nice to meet you guys.
Oh, it's been a pleasure meeting you two. I mean, I'm just so impressed with all the talent and just how good you guys are, like people, like you're good people.
Thank you so much.
At Smoke Show.
Well, you guys are wonderful people too, and you're so easy to talk to. And this has been my favorite interview ever.
Aw, that makes me feel good. We should call it a day right now and just quit while we're ahead. You know?
Miss Uncle Julie, and she's so awesome.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
She's my boss. I have to say that. No, just kidding. She's cool.
Now, Miss Allie, do you want to take us out this time?
You know it.
All right, you go for it.
You don't have ice in your mouth this time?
Nope, I'm actually trying to be halfway professional now.
There you go. And no soda. I heard you guys saying that before.
Even though we're drinking soda.
Still drinking it. But I'm done after today. I'm done after today.
I'm about to refill my cup, actually.
We're bad. Okay, go ahead.
Well, thank you for listening to the Chris Top program. And until we broadcast again, please remember this. Life is good, and we're gone.
Maybe a dark things might be looking grim. I guess it's time for an acronym.
2